snapshot of what's going on with the property, the best source of information is still going to be talking to the homeowner. That means the lead stage. That means they have interest in selling. So if they have interest in selling, as long as they are motivated, what you're looking for is a motivated seller. Okay? What you're looking for is a motivated seller. Let me say something really quickly here. Let me do a segue here into this subtopic that I have. Pre-foreclosure scripts need payoff / equity or not, and how to find that information. I just showed you how to find that information, but let's talk a little bit deeper into this. There's a video that we have on our channel that's the most popular video right now. Let's go find it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna find it in a second, then I'll show you what I wanted to show you about that video. That video is called Pre-Foreclosure Scripts. Okay, it's a video that you definitely should find and watch. It's a really cool video. It's called this video right here. There you go. It's called Pre-Foreclosure Script, 5 questions plus 1 power question. All you have to do is literally just search for that phrase on YouTube. It will come up. You see there's 1,000 views on it, right? As compared to average 20, 30 that we get here on this channel. All right, so there's a question. I don't know if it wasn't a question by a gentleman called Glenn White. It said, don't forget. So this video was about talking to what do you call it? Talking to sellers, right? What do you say to them? That's what we mean by pre-foreclosure scripts, right? What do you say to them? Well, we have 5 questions that we usually like to ask. We need to make sure that we're talking to the right person. We need to make sure that they actually own the property. That will be the second question. We need to find out if they want to sell. That will be the third question. We need to find out why they want to sell. That will be the fourth question. And you can see the details in this video. And then we have a 5th question, which is when do they need to sell? Like how soon they need to sell, right? And we have 1 power question, which is make sure you position yourself for how may I help you? How do you do that? By creating marketing pieces, by creating marketing campaign that actually make people reach out to you as opposed to you begging them. This is why I don't think you should personally be doing cold calling, because that puts you in a position where you have to beg them to sell to you as opposed to being them reaching out to you or saying, yes, I don't mind your boss to call me when somebody cold call for you, right? And then you say, how may I help you, right? You want to be positioned in a place where you can always say, how may I help you? Because then you're guaranteed that you're bringing value to that person's life, right? All right. So under this video, this person says, don't forget to get the payoff number because you need to see if there is enough equity to make it worth your time. All right. So I can see the intentions there, but again, the payoff number is when you ask them how much do they owe on the property, right? So in that sense, if we're asking like, hey, if you're on the phone, this is a lead already, right? They already got to the lead stage. They reached out to you. They shown interest in selling. You absolutely, yes, you should ask, so how much do you owe on this property right now? That's one of the many questions. We're just saying those 5 questions are, they're very important to measure motivation before you move further into more questions. There's probably numerous other questions you can ask based off of how the conversation is going. This is why in general I don't encourage scripts, but I understand that you need a structure, that which is what the 5 question represents, to get started with, at least, right? Yeah, so that's what I will say to that. However, the most important thing is motivation level. Listen, like this property, they could, like, it looks like they may owe money. Like there's this lien that's not released. Maybe it's not yet released, but there's this lien that needs to be released against the property. Let's say this lien is against, like, we can see the borrower is Daniel and Marianne, right? So let's go look at the cash sale. The cash sale was for, the seller was Jeffrey Beer, right? So Jeffrey Beer was selling to himself, his own LLC, right? So it's probably like a flip or something like that, like a quick flip. But if we go back to the owner of this mortgage was the mortgager is Daniel and Marianne. So looks like they were previous owners of the property, and it was written. Well, this was recorded on September, so they may have sold this property. Maybe the sales is not recorded yet, right? Who knows? The only way we'll find out is if this person somehow randomly becomes a lead and you ask them, so how much do you owe on this property right now? You could see that there was a failed listing, as we put as a criteria. There's a failed listing from May 2021. They were trying to sell this property at the time, right? But this was for a lease, right? This was for a lease. So they were trying to rent out the property. So there's so much information you can see, but you can also see some listing history here. All right. So this was a failed, expired 3, but you can see that they tried to sell for $275,000 earlier. It was withdrawn. You can see so much information, right? And guess what? You can see the person, the agent that was responsible for the cash sale was this guy with his phone number, Joseph. And you can reach out to Joseph and have a conversation about the property. In addition to that, you can tell Joseph that you are an investor and you're always looking for property like this. So you can start creating relationships like that just by being in the business. So in my opinion, this software connects you to the business, allow you to stay in the business, stay very active in the business, so you can have reasons to call people, have reasons to have conversations about the business, have reasons to actually attract money to your life, right? So need payoff or equity? Yes, but again, it's part of the conversation. It's not the primary. The primary thing you need to make sure of when you're talking to people in any of your script is to gauge them and pre-qualify them for quality. If they're a quality lead, for motivation, for their motivation level. You want to make sure this is a motivated seller. And what that means in our world is that they absolutely need to get rid of the property like right now. They need to get rid of the property like right now, not tomorrow, not after listing it, not when I get the right price. It's like, nah, this property is hot and I need to drop it. Right? That's where you need to be at. Okay. All right. So a couple of things. That's basically the things I wanted to cover when it comes to wholesale for beginners. I have more than enough resources on this platform for you to take advantage of. You set your time, set your clock, set your alarms, and show up and just go through this training and let's get you going. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about the business, right? And if you want a more structured, hands-on coaching and things like that, you go to realestatemoneysecrets.com and take advantage of the training, free training that we have there and the free books. I have more than enough resources to get you going. All right. So we've got a few things that we want to cover next, and we'll be right back.